Hey there, Capricorn, and welcome to your month of November 2021 general tarot reading. We're going to be looking at some cards here if you want to step back, stay, or step forward from a situation that you're in currently. These are general readings, Capricorn, so some, all, or none of this may resonate with you. Hopefully it does, but if it doesn't, don't worry, it's just not your message. So thank you for being here, Capricorn, and let's take a look. Let's do it to it. You got the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Wands, along with the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. All right, so this is going to be a hard-working month for you, Capricorn, as we have the Eight of Pentacles as your general energy for the reading. So just a lot of work, a lot of putting in the time, putting in the effort, and practicing, trying to improve skills yourself, a situation, whatever it may be at this time here. So I like that. It's nice to see that proactivity and that persistence paying off. So I love to see that. If you want to take a step back from the situation you're in, though, you can step back into the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a wonderful card. It's about planting seeds and planning for abundance and planning for challenges and planning for the future. So I love that. Excuse me, with the sort of Eight of Pentacles over top of that, just starting to plant those seeds to work on things that you want, to work on things that will improve your future. Put in the work now. So I love that. That's fantastic. Eight of Pentacles can also, or Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles can also just represent, good things coming in and having that abundance mindset, right? Having a mindset of there will be more down the road, right? There was a Seinfeld episode where Jerry talked about how it's funny that people get upset about if you spoil a meal, right? You ruin your appetite before supper or something, right? And it's well, there's got to be more, right? I'm gonna get hungry again. I'm gonna get hungry later today even. It's why worry about one, right? And that's kind of an abundance mindset where you just, there's gonna be more. I can get more. This will happen again. Don't worry if I missed out on an opportunity now. There is more coming down the road. So that's fantastic. I like that. If you want to stay put, we got the Eight of Swords here, which is self-imposed restrictions. So right now, just kind of need to tighten up if you want to keep whatever you got going on moving ahead and doing what it's doing. You need to work on putting some restrictions on yourself. And, that can be a bad thing when we're talking about self-imposed restrictions. And generally, it just depends on the context. But if you're putting restrictions on yourself, showing that you have good discipline and such, that is a good thing. And sometimes, myself included, we need to tighten up on that stuff, that impulse buying, right? That eating food and stuff out of the fridge that you want to save for later or something, or eating your storm day snacks, you know what I'm saying? Before it's even a storm, right? And then when the storm comes around, it's I got nothing, things like that. Really just putting those kind of restrictions on yourself. I feel with the Eight of Pentacles, working on that kind of getting into that discipline, getting into those habits, which is a really nice thing. So I like that a lot. With swords, though, it can be probably most likely to do with communications, with your own thoughts. So maybe working on making your thoughts not be so negative and working on getting them to be more positive this month, which is fantastic. You'd be surprised what kind of wonders that does for you when you have a positive inner voice rather than a negative one. Or just working on your communication with others, really try not to, talk to others and use self-deprecating humor, right? Because even though you're saying it, it can have a bit of an effect on, your psyche, even though it is kind of meant as a joke, right? So that's what we got for staying put. But if you want to step forward, you need to pick up the pace with the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is the second fastest card in the deck. The only thing faster than the Eight of Wands is the Chariot, which is Cancer's card, Capricorn. So I just feel if you want to step forward, you got to step forward and start moving, and moving in a hurry here and picking up the pace. That can also be with the Eight of Wands, though. It can be with your passions, your desires, and working on them, trying to get those things going in a hurry. So I like that. With the Eight of Pentacles here, you might just need to work on maybe not being so I don't want to say stagnant, but stationary or slow moving at this time, right? You can see here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles isn't moving anywhere. And the Eight of Swords, this person definitely isn't moving anywhere. And the Eight of Pentacles, this person's sitting put. But with the Eight of Wands, there's movement. So it's like maybe you're used to kind of taking your time with stuff. And if you want to move on, it's like you need to pick up the pace and kind of realize that, you just getting things done quickly might be better for you than getting things done with quality, right? And just kind of focusing down on maybe some sort of a compromise between those two. Like for myself with miniature painting, they invented when you paint miniatures, there's sort of like you prime the miniature so that you can have something for the paint to stick on. Then you do like a base coat, and then you put on some really thin paint that's supposed to like bring out like the details and such. And then you do some highlighting, and then you seal the paint off with a sealant. But they came out with these paints a couple of years ago called contrast paints. And contrast paints do those after you prime them. They do the next two steps, the base coat and like the detail part. They do both of those in one step, so it saves time. Now, it doesn't look the best because it is sort of like an all-in-one sort of thing. Like a lot of two-in-one products, like shampoo and conditioner products and things like that. Like it doesn't necessarily do like as good a job as if you broke it down into individual steps. However, it does save time, and for someone like myself who wants to save time, that's a good compromise. And maybe that's something you need to think about with yourself here if you want to step forward. It's like strike that balance, whatever you like, between a quality that you like with the Eight of Pentacles and a speed with the Eight of Wands. So I like that. So just for this week, this month rather, of November, working hard, practicing, putting in the time, whether that's planting seeds for the future and planning that way. Thank you so much for jumping in journey, putting on those restrictions so you're not, doing that impulse buying, impulse eating, that kind of stuff. Or if you're doing stuff like with the Eight of Wands, just striking that balance between quality and speed. So I like that. So thank you so much for being here, Capricorn. I appreciate it so much. If you want to help out the channel, you can leave a like down below. You can subscribe to the channel. You can check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. Thank you so much for being here, Capricorn, and I hope to see you in the next video.